160. He's gone.
What's up, guys? Let's see. Let's just go ahead and start with updates. So I made a killing this past week. So the Mercedes was sold. I sold the CBR 250R. I sold my 05 Gixxer 600R. And I sold the 05 Cowie ZX6R. All in the span of like 4 days. So that was nice. And I got paid this week. So, you know, throwing some 20-inch rims on my Impala. That's what's going on right now. But on top of that, I got some stuff lined up in the pipeline. So there should be some pretty good size changes coming here in the next little bit. But yeah, lately work has been really crazy. In fact, today is Sunday, and guess where I'm going right now? That's right, back to the office to do some stuff, so I can spend the rest of the day doing some stuff. And that's just the way corporate life is sometimes, kiddos. So if you're not there yet, if you're still in college and you're watching this, just be prepared. There's definitely ups and downs, just like the motorcycle business. Sometimes you're swamped, sometimes you're just not. Anyway, that's enough about me bitching. So let's get to the topic at hand. Couple things. Thing number one, I am finally getting all my metalworking shit set up, and by that I mean in the next month or so I will be buying and setting up a 50 amp plasma cutter and a AHP 200 SX welder, which is a TIG stick multi-purpose machine. That's pretty high end and awesome as far as like the import machines go. So I will have that, so I'll be able to do some real metalworking finally. So I'm super excited about getting all that set up, which leads me into what I think is going to be my first project involving all of that fancy new hardware. So what happens is I will watch a video of something cool on YouTube and then be like, I want to build that. That was the inspiration for the Corvette, and that's the inspiration here. So some of you may have seen what are called drift trikes. Now there's a number of companies that for like $4,000 will sell you, so for like $1,000 they'll sell you what's called a downhill, which is exactly what it sounds. It's a real light little drift trike that can only drift downhill because you need quite a bit of speed to use it, and otherwise it's not going to work. So then you have to drag it all the way back up the hill and do it again, like skiing. My personal favorite is the motorized drift trike, which is here, and those cost $3,000 or $4,000, which is a ridiculous amount for a toy. So I'm going to build one. So that's the plan. The plan is to build a drift trike. I bought an old BMX bike off Craigslist for about 20 bucks. And eventually it is going to get converted into a drift trike. So I'm going to build all of that using my new metalworking tools. And I was thinking that after we do that, I get some of the local guys, you know, Evo Moto, Fry Riding, Motonosity, Loudon Dave, maybe even invite AK, and have ourselves a little drift day competition in one of these large unused parking lots. So the plan for the drift trike is a BMX frame, custom seat, custom rear end, basically just going to build it using a standard 42-inch axle and chain and pillow block setup that you'd find in like a go-kart or in like a shifter cart, really. 8-inch wheels with PVC sleeves, and I want to use one of those $100 Predator 212 engines that get sold at Harbor Freight. Supposedly they're very high performance, very reliable, 6.5 horse. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and throw about 150 bucks at my $100 engine and drop in upgraded springs, a cam, an upgraded carburetor and so on, that should put that motor at somewhere around 12 horsepower, which is almost the same amount of power that you get out of like a Ninja 250. So that should be super duper 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 powerful. Anyway, so the plan is I'm gonna build that sometime in late August, early September, when it cools down a little bit, and then we're gonna have a competition. So I'm thinking maybe a drag race without the PVC, maybe a drifting time challenge with the PVC pipe on the tires, and maybe like a flatland best of skills judged by your peers. If you guys have any other thoughts for fun little competition events we could do with the drift trike, make sure you post. If you've ever built one, feel free to throw up some comments if you learn maybe or whatever. I have a pretty good game plan, but you know how it is. Because this thing's not cheap. Even if I'm building it myself, I'm still looking at $500-600 to build this thing. But I just thought it would be such a cool little thing to have that nobody else really does. You can just throw in the truck and find an empty parking lot like this one up here, and just have a fucking blast this winter when it's nice and cool with all our gear and our GoPros and stuff. And yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. I got shit to do, so I'm gonna go and get to it. But it's been a really busy week, and it looks like it's gonna stay busy here for a little bit. But I got videos, like my Friday technical videos, made all the way I think through mid-August now. So you're gonna get reviews for the ZX6R and some other good stuff. So peace.